Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully I find you well, and hopefully you are ready for my final consecutive streaming day of the week. It's been a heck of a week. It's been a fun week with a lot of cool gameplay, a lot of advancement. It's been the calm before the storm, is what I've been calling it, because this coming week, we've got major new releases that are going to blow everyone's socks right off. So hopefully you've been washing your feet, because you wouldn't want your disgusting, unwashed, smelly feet exposed to the world when great games blow your socks right off your feet. Okay, so, hello everyone, I am Darkside Phil. I've not said that in quite some time, so you might forget who I am. I should tell you who I am. Today is Monday. That's right. Today is Monday, the 15th of June, 2020. Dramatic pause. What are we doing today? Well, today is the final day before new release content. So what we're doing is focusing on basically trying to finish up things that we've been working on for quite some time, having a chill stream here in Minecraft, all right? And in fact, this will be the final major Minecraft stream. What I mean by that is we've been doing Minecraft as the earlier stream for about a month now, and we got a lot of extra Minecraft gameplay in because of that, which is really good. Typically, Minecraft is my late night chill stream on Monday nights, and now we've had it as the main stream for about a month, and we got a lot done. If you actually look back over the last month, we did a ton of stuff. I mean, man, the villager grinding contraption, or villager, I don't say grinding, the villager spawning contraption that we created. The portal across the nether that allows us to teleport, fast travel, and get from point A to point B, meaning from the village to the spawn and back again with relative ease. No problems there. That's a pretty huge improvement. The resource farm, where we have trees, and we have leather, and we've got wool, and we've got all kinds of stuff, you know, being created there automatically. Oh, a cobblestone generator, right? Pretty awesome. So lots of progress there. And then last week, we did inventory management, which was very important because my inventory was getting completely out of hand to the point where I couldn't even figure out where anything was anymore, and I couldn't get anything together to work on projects and the like. Okay, so these last few weeks have been very, very important, and I want to say thanks to Papa Vera, who's obviously helped us through every step of the way, joining me in the co-op sessions, and, you know, behind the scenes doing a lot of work. He said that he's done a lot of work this week behind the scenes. Many hours he's been doing stuff in the Minecraft world per his own request to improve things and the like, okay? So today we're going to see what he's done. We're going to work on stuff today. I believe we're working on the mob grinder today. Among maybe other things, I don't know. But this is the final Minecraft major stream like this. And it's the final Minecraft stream ever. After today, I'm done with the game. I'm retiring it. I've had enough. Year and a half. What else could we possibly do in the game? Enough is enough. It's time to move on to better things, right? So screw Minecraft. I'm deleting it completely from my Xbox One at the end of this session. Good riddance, right? No, that's not. I'm kidding. This is not the end of my Minecraft run. My Minecraft run began in December of 2018 and has now been a year and a half running. Okay, we're not giving up on it yet. It's been really fun, and I enjoy doing it as a chill stream. So, for now, Minecraft is going to go on hiatus. You might say, well, what does that mean? It means that even though we've been playing it as the main gameplay stream, that's going to end. And it's not even going to be the nighttime stream for Mondays for now. What? What do you mean? I'll tell you what I mean. We're so busy right now, among so many different things that we're doing. 2 major playthroughs are going on right now. Sleeping Dogs, Definitive Edition, as well as Fire Emblem 3 Houses. We've got 3 more playthroughs coming up this week. Alright, starting on Wednesday, it's the Pokemon Sword expansion DLC. Starting on Friday, we've got The Last of Us 2, which, let's face it, it's all anyone's going to be talking about for like weeks, right? And then the next week, we've got SpongeBob, Battle for Bikini Bottom, Rehydrated, the remake of the classic that you guys have been asking me to play for years and years and years. Last year, you guys voted for it in Viewer's Choice. And finally, the playthrough is coming to fruition starting this week. Okay? So there's a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff on the horizon that is going to be taking up a lot of my time. And when you've got 2 ongoing playthroughs and 3 new playthroughs all starting up at once, I can't be doing the chill streams. And I apologize in advance because I know many people tune in on my late night streams for the chill stuff, whether it's Animal Crossing, Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, or Minecraft. These are usually pretty relaxing streams where there's not a lot of stress. Instead, it's just a lot of fun and interactivity. It's more about us just hanging out than really focusing on the gameplay in a lot of cases. I understand why people like that. It's very different from, say, a main gameplay through that I may be doing on the stream. That's way more heavily focused on, progression of a story or advancement in the game. I get it. I totally get it why you guys may be like, man, it kind of sucks that the chill stuff's going away. I hear you. This has happened multiple times before since I've been a full-time streamer where I just get, caught up in so many new games and things that I know I'm not going to have time to do the chill content. All right? So, no worries. And the reason I say that is because there will be more chill content coming up. It's not going away. It's just for now, it's going on hold while we focus in on all these new releases. In fact, we're going to go through the schedule in just a moment so you guys know exactly what to expect in the next week and the rest of June because it's going to be a crazy fun month. Okay? So, the last big hurrah for Minecraft is today's stream right now. We'll have a fun Minecraft stream, then it's going to go on hiatus. When will Minecraft come back? 2024. I think give it about 4 years away should be a good amount, and then we'll come back to it. No, of course not. And I can't tell you guys when exactly it's coming back, and here's why. I don't know how long these games are going to be. How long is the DLC for Pokemon? How long is The Last of Us 2? How long will it take me to beat Battle for Bikini Bottom? Right? I don't know. These are questions I can't answer right now. But I should be able to soon. See? Once I have a better idea of how long these games are, all right, that will allow me to see, gee, okay, now I can bring back some chill late night content, right? But for now, every day is going to be a balance between a main game, on the main stream, and then another kind of main playthrough game for night streams to continue with progress, all right? So allow me to give you a rundown of what you guys can expect in the next week or so. All right, so today, it's Minecraft, Major Chill Stream with Mr. Papovera, special guest. Should be a fun time. We'll see what happens here. Later tonight, it's Fire Emblem 3 Houses, a 2-hour stream to end my consecutive streaming week. Okay? Pretty good. I'm off tomorrow. Tomorrow is my day off from streaming. I got a ton of stuff I got to do tomorrow. Like, I wish I could tell you guys it was going to be a fun day, but it's stacking up to be a super busy day. With appointments, with errands. I'm going to probably be so tired. It just sucks. It's supposed to be my day off. I have to get up earlier on my day off than I do for the days when I stream because I have to go grocery shopping early in the morning. So I'm going to be tired as fuck all day. I'll be back on Wednesday. What am I doing? I'll tell you what I'm doing. We're starting up with the Pokemon Sword DLC on that very first gameplay stream on Wednesday. I hopefully, the DLC will be good. Hopefully it'll be a lengthy story. Tons of new Pokemon. I really enjoyed the Pokemon Sword playthrough, last year into this year. And I'm looking forward to more Pokemon fun. I hope you guys are too. Okay? Fair enough? Alright, so that should be fun. Then Wednesday night, Sleeping Dogs. 2 hours of progress. Hopefully you'll join me for the late stream. We're nearing the end of Sleeping Dogs. We're actually in the final third of the game now. Thursday, more Pokemon, followed by more Fire Emblem. Friday, it's the big premiere of Last of Us 2, which all of us have been eagerly anticipating. We want to know, is the game good? Is it bad? Were the leaks real 2 months ago? We're all excited to find out starting this Friday. Friday night, Throwback Street Fighter. Yes, I am still doing Throwback Street Fighter because it's not considered a chill stream. It's a weekly thing that I love to do. And of all the streams that won't be mainstream game playthroughs, this is the one. So Throwback Street Fighter will continue on Friday night. Saturday, more Last of Us 2. Saturday night will be Sleeping Dogs. Sunday, more Last of Us 2, followed by Fire Emblem Three Houses. Okay? Monday is completely up in the air. I've purposely left Monday open. If we want to do even more Last of Us 2 on Monday, we can. If the game is so good and gripping and riveting and I want to do more, we'll do more on Monday. If we want some variety for variety's sake, because we've been playing Last of Us 2 all weekend and people want something different, we can do that. We can either do more Pokemon or we can focus on Sleeping Dogs or Fire Emblem Three Houses, see? So I'm doing this purposely so that Monday is an open day that we can do whatever. Okay? And that's the streaming week. I'll be off next Tuesday. When I come back on that Wednesday, then it's SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom is releasing. And that'll make the mix of rotation, see? So there's a lot of factors here. Number one, how long is the Pokemon DLC? I don't know. You know, I don't know how long it's going to be, and therefore, I may beat the whole story of the thing Wednesday and Thursday, and then we're done, and then we could just move on to other stuff. Or it could be that the story is like maybe 5-6 hours long, but then you have to catch all the Pokemon. If that's the case, then I'll probably do it as a late night stream, like I was doing with Pokemon Sword, to fill up the Pokedex. Or maybe it'll be different. I don't know. I don't know what this DLC is going to entail, and therefore I can't really answer these questions yet. You see, we don't know until it's out. So should have more info on that once we start playing Pokemon. I also don't know how long Last of Us 2 is, right? So there you go. You know, these are all things that once we get into these games, I'll be able to better explain to you how I'll be tackling them that next week. Okay, now also, a few other things that are going on right now. End of the month is going to be pretty eventful. First of all, we can continue on with the vest streak, okay, which is hitting a tips goal on stream. And if I hit the tips goal, I put on the vest in celebration. We have had 134 straight streams where we've done this. That's insanely positive. That's an insane streak. At this point, every day I still feel like it's going to end because I'll be honest with you guys, it's been like really tough to hit it. The past week, we've probably had 3 to 4 streams where at the very end of the stream we hadn't hit the goal, and at the last minute, someone comes in with a very generous tip, and then we hit the tips goal last minute. But I've definitely noticed it's getting way harder to hit this tips goal now than it had been previously. But we're still hitting it. Okay? So, we shall see what happens. But if this tips goal continues, we keep hitting it every day, and the streak continues. When we hit 150 streak, I'm going to do a second vest celebration. You can call it Vest Fest 2, or you can call it the Vestival Redo, or whatever you want to call it. Alright? But that special event will be very similar to the first one, where we have a nice chill session of Q&A, where Jasper will join us to hang out for a bit. I'll be doing a live DSP Tries It. Right now, it looks like it's going to be the Impossible Whopper. And I was actually talking with my wife last night, and I said, so for this DSP Tries It, here's what I can do. I'll order delivery, like DoorDash or something. And I'll have them, deliver the food while I'm streaming. So that way I don't have to go out to Burger King to get it or whatever. But I'm going to order an Impossible Whopper, and I'm going to order a regular Whopper. Okay? And I'm going to directly compare the two live on stream. I'll be like, here's the Impossible, here's the regular. Can you tell the difference? What is the major difference? You know what I mean? Like, that'll be interesting, I think. As a special DSP Tries It episode. The Whopper comparison taste test DSP Tries It special. Right? So, that'll be part of it. And then, of course, there'll be other stuff going on, too. We'll probably have another segment where we watch back music videos of other remixes, and you know, I do commentary over them like we did last time. You guys really seem to like that for the few that we did. And maybe some other stuff. We'll see. You know, but this is a very special celebration that we're doing in celebration of 150 Vest Streak if we hit it. And that's going to be not this coming week, but that would actually be later on in the week after. Okay? Then, at the very end of this month, we are doing the special retrospective event. This is when we go down memory lane, and you guys have been nominating your favorite moments from my 11 plus years as a content creator. And we're going to go through those moments and watch them back together in a marathon setting. Excuse me. I wholeheartedly apologize. I was not expecting that to come out like that. It came out of nowhere in the middle of a sentence, a disgusting belch. Oh, that was disgusting. I'm sorry, guys. I did not mean to do that. All right. Anyway, can you tell I had breakfast this morning? I actually, as a rarity, I had breakfast. I had, my wife had gotten this lemon loaf that she had been eating for breakfast, and there was only 2 very small pieces left. And she'd been telling me all week to have some, and I kept forgetting it this morning. I said, all right, I'll finally have some. So I had some lemon loaf with a glass of milk. And that because of that now, my stomach's digesting it, and here come giant eruptions. Okay. So anyway, yes, at the very end of the month, there will be the special retrospective marathon event where we go down memory lane and we watch back moments from my 11 years that you guys have nominated. Now, the last special event that we did, the last retrospective, created the vest meme, and then subsequently the vest streak came as an idea out of the last retrospective, which was in late February. Okay? So here we are 4 months later, and we're going to be doing another retrospective. What will come out of this one? I don't know. We're going to find out. It's going to be very exciting at the end of this month. I'll let you know exactly what day that's going to be once we get closer to the end of the month. Okay? So, this coming week is going to be Pokemon and Last of Us 2 balanced with Sleeping Dogs and Fire Emblem with a little bit of Street Fighter mixed in. Next week, SpongeBob gets into the mix. All right? And then we're going to have a special vest celebration if we keep the streak going. And we're going to have the retrospective event at the very end of the month. All right? So we're pretty much booked for the rest of June. Now, in July, we've got more stuff coming up that's pretty high profile. One of the craziest, busiest gaming summers of all time, folks. In July, we've got Deadly Premonition 2, the Switch exclusive. We've got Paper Mario, Origami King. We've got Ghost of Tsushima. And at the end of the month, we got Destroy All Humans remake or remaster or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what it is. 4 major releases I'll be covering in July, along with everything else I'm doing. Okay. Excuse me. So, is it possible that once July hits, that then some of these late night chill streams like Minecraft Mondays or a weekly Animal Crossing stream or whatever will return, right? Yes, there's a strong potential that these things will return then. I wish I could 100% promise you, but we don't know, again, how long is the Pokemon DLC? How long is Last of Us? You know, these are factors that we don't know yet. Once those things are determined, then we can further determine when these chill streams will come back. Okay, guys? So, I certainly hope that you all will join me over these next couple of weeks and, of course, into July for some of the busiest, craziest, most fun stuff, probably, in recent memory. You know, let's be honest here. It's been a slow year. There have been some major releases. Nothing super great. In my opinion, a lot of the games have been way underperforming, and they kind of did not live up to expectations, in my opinion. So hopefully, you know, some of this stuff coming up in the next month and a half here will actually impress us and make us feel like these are Game of the Year worthy, because so far I haven't seen a single game this year that I was like, man, that's Game of the Year material. So we'll find out. We shall see, right? Hope you guys are excited. Should be good stuff coming up. All right. All right, guys. So outside of that, there's only really one piece of gaming news I really feel like I want to talk about today. And that is in regards to Resident Evil 8. So if you guys didn't hear this, big news overnight. Resident Evil 8 is canceled. Yeah. That's it. Capcom came out publicly, and they said they've had enough, and the game's canceled. But not completely. What they're saying is, so they're developing Resident Evil 8, and the strong rumor about this is that Capcom is trying to do something very different with Resident Evil 8. They're actually trying to make what they're calling a flawless game experience where it feels like you're just part of an endless game. They're basically trying to completely cut out load times. Imagine a game that only loads when you first start, and then once you're playing, there's no loading at all. The game is just smooth, seamless, flawless, zero loading. Okay? Apparently that's what they're going for with Resident Evil 8. Okay? So what they're saying is they can't achieve that on consoles, so the game is canceled. That's some pretty crazy news. Of course, that's only half the story. The full story is it's canceled, but only on the current gen. Meaning, they were trying to get Resident Evil 8 to load on Xbox One and PS4, and they can't do it. They cannot get their seamless idea to work on the current gen consoles. And so, they have decided that they are going to only put this out for the next gen. Oh my God! So, of course, the internet's going crazy today because they're like, that's bullshit. We don't want to have to buy the next gen console to play the next Resident Evil. And, you know, that's not fair. We thought that Resident Evil 8 was in development all this time for PS4 and Xbox One. And so this is their big announcement. Forget it. You have to buy a next gen. They said it is going to be on Xbox Series X and on PlayStation 5. So to clarify, this does not mean you have to buy one or the other. They're basically saying you have the freedom to choose whichever console you want. It'll be on both, but we are dropping development of the game for current gen. So it's funny because just a few days ago, of course, we had this Sony PlayStation 4 reveal event, and one of the things we were saying during that event was, man, you know, you see all this information, but how much of this is misinformation? How many of these games that we're seeing during this are actually going to be on current gen and next gen? How many of these games are going to be cross-platform with PC? Yet they're making it sound like all these games are a reason to buy a PlayStation 5, right? Well, at least now, we do have a piece of information, and if you want to play Resident Evil 8, you've got to either have a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, you know? So, I guess, at least that's something for the next gen. Something you're like, man, I definitely want to get the next gen console because I love Resident Evil. I can't wait for Resident Evil 8, and I want to play it, right? So I guess we'll see, but the other thing is, we have no idea when Resident Evil 8 is coming out. Resident Evil 7 came out in January of 2017. Yes, if you can believe it, it was over 3 years ago. I know it doesn't, for some of you, it might not even seem like that. You're like, damn, it was that long ago? Yeah, it was that long ago. So how far are we from Resident Evil 8? You know, will it actually come out in 2021? I mean, I hope so. I would like to play it next year. I would love another Resident Evil game. Even though, admittedly, I think the trailer they showed for it didn't seem like a Resident Evil game to me, but that's just my personal take. Okay? So, you know, that's the deal. That's the stuff today. Everything else is like stupid. Like the actor Ron Perlman getting into arguments with two senators and basically going back and forth challenging each other to fights. It's like, what the fuck is going on? What? Are you children? This is what's going on, like, on the internet today. And it's like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I'm just like flabbergasted. You're supposed to be, senators. You're supposed to be leaders of the country. Whatever. I'm not even gonna. It's politics. I'm not gonna get into it. It's just so fucking stupid. All right. So one thing, guys, because we're gonna get into shoutouts in a second here, but I just want to forewarn you guys. My allergies are really bad today. Okay. I woke up this morning choking with my throat and my nose, sneezing. I already sneezed like twice this morning. My allergies are pretty bad today. It sucks. So just to forewarn you. Okay, a little stretch there. Just to forewarn you. I may be sneezing. I may have to blow my nose. I may have to clear my throat a lot. It sucks. I hate it. I don't like it at all. I like it when I wake up and I feel good. Today I woke up feeling like shit because of these allergies. Alright. So apologies in advance. Because I know it's probably going to be at least some kind of a factor during today's stream, and I apologize for that. Okay? Outside of that, I don't really think there's much else to talk about. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to get right to shoutouts here, of which it looks like there's actually a significant amount. So I guess we should jump into them. By the way, reminder, today is considered the first streaming day of the week for Twitch. What that means is the leaderboards have reset. So for those of you who like to try to get up on the leaderboards to be one of the top cheerers of the week, or maybe someone who gifts a sub, and that gets you up on the sub gifting leaderboard, all of that has reset. So now is your chance, Okay, let's do some shout outs, everybody. We actually start off here with Fire Sakura, who resubscribed to the channel for 27 months overnight. Thank you, Fire Sakura, for over 2 years of support. That is much appreciated. Okay. Super Tramp tipped me $1. I made a joke about political stuff with bug snacks. Well, I appreciate the $1 tip overnight, but I'm not going to talk politics, so I apologize. Bent Boxer tipped me $1 overnight. And says, growing up in the Northeast, were your parents fans of the New York musician Billy Joel? Did you grow up listening to him, and are you a fan now? The music that I know of Billy Joel I actually really like. The only real exposure that I had to him as a child is the movie Oliver and Company, because he did the soundtrack for it. Much like how Elton John did the soundtrack for Lion King. He did the soundtrack for Oliver and Company. And I owned the soundtrack. So I knew the songs, from the movie or whatever. And that was really the only exposure to Billy Joel I had. My parents did not really listen to Billy Joel. So. But he's a great musician, in my opinion. What I know of him, he's quite good, right? Okay. So now... Oh, also Golden Colts did an overnight cheer. My bad, Golden Colts. It almost snuck under the rug, and I almost didn't see it. But now I see it. So thank you, Golden Colts, for a 50-bit cheer. I appreciate that very much. Alright, so now we get to people who contributed during the live stream. And the first contributions of today were from Only Iced Coffee, who gifted a couple of subs. First of all, he gifted a sub to Cyclops. So, to Scott Summers, the leader of the X-Men, congratulations. Thank you very much for being here on the stream, and I hope you enjoy your gifted subscription. Also, Locutus of the Porg. Congratulations on receiving a gifted sub from Only Iced Coffee. And again, thank you, Only Iced Coffee, for the channel support. I appreciate that. Only Iced Coffee also was the first cheerer of the day. 200 bits. He says, I'm so excited. I'm awake for your stream. I was afraid I was going to miss it. Yeah, that would have sucked. Imagine if you missed the final chill stream of Minecraft ever before we delete the game from my Xbox One. Wait, what? No, I already made that joke. But in seriousness... you know, Minecraft and the other chill streams are going away for a while. So, it's the last hurrah, right? Thank you for the cheer. Lucifer Soul has done a 100-bit cheer. And he says, chill stream in the morning. Guess that makes it okay to drink. I mean, some people, when they wake up, they drink a Bloody Mary. Which is, isn't it that drink with tomato juice? I actually don't know what kind of liquor they put into that. Because I never had a Bloody Mary myself before. But yeah. Some people wake up and immediately have a drink in the morning. Is it vodka? Hobo Chili Dog says it's vodka. Is that correct? They put vodka into this drink with tomato juice and shit? Seems pretty weird. Anyway. Yeah, I guess if you want to drink, you can. But I would not be drinking during the day. That seems kind of ridiculous. Unless it's like a lazy Sunday cookout or something. That's different, right? Lines for Still Cheered again. He says, Papa Vera is staying in the guest house of your Minecraft world. He's in there. He's building. This is like the third time this week where he asked, can he go into the world early? In fact, I'm sure you can see it here in the background. You could probably hear the parrot or whatever. I don't know if that's distracting. Here, you know what I'll do? I'll mute it. I actually just realized I've been talking for 20 minutes, almost 30 minutes on pre-stream, and we had this parrot talking in the background the whole time, I bet. But yeah, this is like the third time this week he's wanted to go into the Minecraft world to set up stuff, you know, ahead of time, early. So, he really likes Minecraft, man. He does, and he likes working on these projects and having his stuff be a part of the streams. He digs it. He loves it. So, I'm not going to deny him this desire. Sorry, I'm not going to deny him this desire. This is what he wants. This is what he enjoys. You know, why not? So, he's there right now. I don't know what he's working on. Patrick has tipped me $1. He says, what do you think of SpongeBob coming out as gay? Pretty huge news for the LGBT community. First of all, SpongeBob is not real. So SpongeBob cannot be gay because he's not real. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Is he not real? Alright? And even if he were real, if he came out as gay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's not news. That's like, who cares? Everyone has a right to have the sexual orientation that they feel they are, and it shouldn't be a giant production. Right? Who cares? He has a right to be happy. Let him be. Leave SpongeBob alone. For God's sakes. God's sakes. Okay. Papa Vera did a 50-bit cheer. He said, send out a tweet. Here it is. I have an idea. I want to focus on the grinder. Maybe do some building, but there's one item you'll need that's expensive to craft. You have a lot of gold, and you only need a little bit to get what you need to craft, or we can go on an absolute adventure and explore the dangerous abandoned mine shaft. And Lua might be down there to see what we can find and get some items you need for the grinder there as well. Oh, I don't know about this. That makes me nervous because this really is the final chill stream for a while. And if we go to the mine shaft, there's a lot of potential for problems. Excuse me. There's a lot of potential for problems. You go there, you fall somewhere you didn't see, you're dead, you lose all your items, you lose all your experience, you're fucked. And you're like, why did I do that? I don't know. I don't know what we want to do. You know, for me, I thought we were going to work on the mob grinder today. Because this is something that we worked on a significant amount of time months ago. And then the whole thing just went on hold because we apparently we couldn't make it work in this Xbox One build of the game. For whatever reason, the mob grinder would have worked on the PC version of the game, but wasn't going to work on the Xbox One version, right? So, you know, that's what I figured we were going to work, at least do some progress on it. Even if it doesn't work fully, at least get it somewhat, you know, set up to eventually work because we did so much work on it, right? I'll be honest, I am apprehensive about doing a mine shaft run. You know, I really wanted a more relaxing stream today. And if we're doing this Mine shaft exploration. It's potential for disaster. I'm almost feeling like potential for disaster. Okay? But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see what we do today. I don't know what I'm going to do today. Save the Pig the Game did 100-bit cheer. He says, are you going to do Morrowind later tonight, or are you going to do something else? I just got here. Morrowind is now on hold. We had our last Morrowind chill stream last night, and that playthrough is on hold, much like Minecraft and Animal Crossing. That will resume at a later date once we get through new releases. But for now, Morrowind is on hold. But thank you for the cheer. Lies for Soul cheer. He says, oh, the usual summer hardcore gaming season. Or he called it the hardcore gaming summer. Yeah, this never happens. Again, this is unprecedented. I've been covering video game releases for almost 12 years. And not once has there ever been a summer like this year where so many new game releases. I've always complained and said, why do the game developers and publishers and marketing companies, or whoever it is that determines when a game actually comes out, why do they feel the summer is such a bad time for games? And the reason I think here is, people are home, right? Kids are home, right? A lot of teenagers have summer jobs to raise some extra money, and now they have time and money, and you have nothing for them to spend it on. Now, of course, that was the usual, and now things are so different. Okay, the side is so different, and basically, to me, I'm excited because I want to have a summer that's fun, but I'm actually now nervous about the fall, which is usually when all these releases will be coming out. Are you telling me now the fall is going to be completely dead because of the pandemic and the timing of everything? Will the fall be empty and bereft of new releases? Will we have a boring gaming season in the fall, which usually is typically the time when games sell? What's going to happen here? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. So, anyway, I'm excited for the summer. I hope you guys are excited, too, for the rest of this month and, of course, next month as well. All right. Noah Taylor did 100-bit cheer. He says, Twitch servers seem to be down for me. I can only chat. I can't go to followed channels. It doesn't show your profile picture. Most of the time I get the banners screen. Oh, you mean like the banner? Yeah, it certainly sounds like something screwed up. Because everyone else here is watching. So Noah Taylor, I'm not sure what the hell's going on. That's weird. Have you tried? I'm trying to think what would fix that. I have no idea. Golden Cold says, the website's having problems or something today. My emote selection died twice. At the bottom of the page, it's still not loading properly. Infinite55 says, yes, Twitch is glitched again where everyone's having problems with it. Oh, yeah? All right, well, if it's a site-wide thing, there's nothing we can do about it, right? Why cry over spilled milk? If it's not something you can help, there's no reason to freak out about it, right? So, it's fine. It is what it is. License for Souls says it's perfect on mobile. Doesn't seem to be any problems on the mobile version. Okay. Thank you for that update. All right, Eternal Napalm. Then 100-bit cheery says the entire Last of Us 2 and Sony review situation stinks badly. They give special early access and then limit and control what exactly is in people's reviews. It stinks of corruption. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's like I said. There's no reason for it to exist. The whole give you early access for a month to a game to write a review that can only come out on a certain review embargo date, but there's still certain things that are embargoed that you can't talk about, and it just so happens that those are probably the elements people would criticize, but you can't criticize them in the review because the review has an embargo. What? This is actually, and no lie, this is exactly what happened a few years ago, or a couple years ago, with State of Decay 2. That you guys gave me shit about this. All right. Well, I say you guys. It really wasn't you guys. It was the internet in general because they're a bunch of fucking whiny little ninnies. And they didn't like that I called them out for people getting advanced copies of this piece of shit game. All right. So, when State of Decay 2 was releasing, there was a certain select golden group of gamers who got the game early by about a week. And they streamed it on Twitch. All right. And as they were streaming it, they were literally told by Microsoft and whoever else, was responsible for getting them the game early, you may not criticize the game. This is considered a review embargo. So therefore, you can't say anything negative about the game at all. All you can do is stream it. You cannot criticize it. So what did they do? They streamed it and didn't criticize it. They just literally stood there and played the game and kissed its butt and made tons of money doing so because they played the game a week early. So, of course, everyone who's maybe interested in the game is going to tune into this stream, and they made money hand over fist by getting the game early. Okay? I appropriately called them out for this on Twitter, and I said, guys, understand something. People who are playing The Last of Us 2 this early, The Last of Us 2. Let's try that again. People who are playing State of Decay 2 this early are only doing so because they're basically paid shills. Now, not that they're directly being paid, but they got the game early. They're the only ones allowed to stream it, so they're getting tons of views. They're getting tons of contributions during these streams. They're not allowed to be honest during these streams. So please understand, what you're watching is a paid advertisement. If you want someone who actually is going to be genuinely honest about that game, tune in later this week on my stream when I'll be playing it and telling you honest, truthful criticisms about the game as I play it. Okay? So guess what happened? A ton of influencers, yes, I call them influencers. I don't call them content creators because I think they're out there more to influence people and make money than anything else, attacked me on Twitter saying this is just an old man who's angry that he can't get the copy of the game early, and this is his sour grapes attitude, and no one should pay attention to him. All right, you want to know why that happened? Because I basically insulted their corrupt fucking practice of making tons of money early on a piece of shit game. In reality, those people knew State of Decay 2 sucked ass. They were playing it and they knew it sucked. But they weren't allowed to say that. And plus, they were raking in tons of money. So, of course, they're going to criticize the guy that calls them out and says, you guys are being paid shills. Right? And that's exactly what happened. Is I wasn't even home. I was, at the time, if I remember correctly, I was in Seattle with my girlfriend at the time, with now my wife, Kat, and I paid no attention to any of it. I sent out this tweet basically saying, guys, you guys are telling me that people are playing the game early. Understand? I can't, I have nothing to do with that. I don't get advanced copies. I just want to play the game when it comes out on Friday and be honest. These people who have it early can't be honest. So if you want honesty, come check out my stuff later this week. Right? And I come back, like, at the end of a day, being out with my wife in Seattle, and all I see is nasty attacks against me on Twitter because I said this, because I was truthful. Well, tough shit. We're in 2020. It's the same fucking situation. People getting early copies of games. Oh, review embargo. So you can't talk about this, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about this. Fuck that. Fuck that fucking noise. I'm sorry. It is a corrupt practice. If you can consider a review as an advertisement for your game, that's corrupt. Because a review is supposed to be a fair and balanced criticism. It's not supposed to be only saying positives to sell copies of games. So, if that's the case, review embargo shit is bullshit. Shouldn't exist. If you're going to give someone a copy of a game early, well, tough shit. They should be able to say whatever they want in their fucking review. If you don't like that, don't send out early copies. And deal with it. Okay? So, there you go. But it's the same situation 2 years later. It really is. It's the same situation 2 years later. And I will be playing it, as I say, on Friday. We'll see what happens, right? Together. We'll watch my gameplay. We'll see what we think about the game together. I'm excited for it. Either way, if it's good or bad, I think it's going to be a great time. But I'm hoping that it's good. I'm hoping that the reviews are not just overly, insanely positive for the sake of, having this ongoing relationship with Sony and Naughty Dog. I actually hope the game is genuinely great and ends up being one of the best games of the year, because we need something good right now regardless, right? So I'm not being negative about the game. I'm not here to shit on the game. I want to have a good time with it. But sorry that I can't take, reviews coming out a week early, but can't actually talk about the subjects properly as legit. I'll judge for myself this coming Friday. Okay? Snorlax cheered. He said, hey, Phil, for the Festival of Friendship, for one segment, can we build a metaphorical future PC for games and streams? You can use the PC part picker site and take suggestions from chat. The site tells you if stuff isn't compatible. Well, here's the thing, Snorlax. As fun as that sounds like it may be, because of the nature of the way that things happen with PC gaming, it would probably be a complete waste of time. Because let's say, for example, metaphorically, we sit down and we build a PC. Wow, this would be an ideal gaming PC for Phil. And let's say the month of July, okay, things happen that are positive for me in regards to my whole tax situation, which is really my next hurdle in my life, okay? And then for the rest of the year, things go well for me, and I'm able to actually sit down, let's say by the end of the year, and say, maybe I can actually buy a gaming PC for the business. I guarantee you that between now and June and the end of the year when I'd be able to sit down and do that, it would be completely different. New hardware, new pricing, everything would be different. You know, it could be a fun what if scenario just to kill time, but understand that probably nothing whatsoever productive is going to come of that. PC gaming is so on the fly adaptive with these things that, you know what I mean? It's just do it now, but unless you're buying it now, there's no point, because in 6 months things will be different. That's just how stuff is, okay? So we'll see. Atlas Telemon, what's going on, sir? He cheered and said, I'm betting that you will like Resident Evil 2 Remastered better than this next-gen Resident Evil 8. Will you compare the two when Resident Evil 8 is released? Yes. Keep in mind, when I talk about game releases in a reviewing capacity, I have to compare it to many things. All the games that have come out recently, even if they're of the same genre or not. Games of the same genre, and of course the last few releases from that same genre or company or IP. So yeah, absolutely, I'll be comparing Resident Evil 8 to 7 to Resident Evil 2 and 3 Remastered, and to other survival horror games, and to other games that are out at the time as well. There'll be many comparisons I'll be making. D-Man11 has subscribed to the channel. Thank you, D-Man11. Noah Taylor did a 100-bit cheer. He said, I don't see the leaderboard on top of chat. It's like servers are fucking with me. Yeah, you're not the only one. Like people already said in the chat. But things are all screwed up. So, Joseph, I don't know you. What a name. Cheered said, Phil, long time no see. Hope you're keeping well. Sad to hear you're putting Minecraft chill streams in the back burner. Hashtag remember to chill. Yes, again, I agree with you. I like the chill streams. Out of all the things that I do, the chill streams are some of the most fun because those are opportunities for me to just kind of focus on relaxing with you guys and interacting. And it doesn't really matter how much progress I make on a chill stream. You know what I mean? It's very different from, say, oh, I'm doing a serious narrative playthrough and I need to make progress today. Where you feel pressure about how far you're going to get or whatever. You don't feel that during a chill stream. It's just pure relaxation. And admittedly, more than likely for the next few weeks, when the chill streams are on hiatus, it's going to be a little bit more serious around here where I'm trying to make more progress and get more stuff done in the games that I'm playing. Admittedly. All right, that's going to happen. But understand that they're not going away forever. They will return, okay? Someone named Incel, who tipped me $1 and is now the top tipper of the day. Good Lord. I certainly hope that we could change that because I don't like having Incel on the board, but what can you do? Isn't that shorthand for involuntarily celibate or something like that? I don't even know. All right, you know what? Don't answer that. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what the fuck this stupid shit is about. I really don't. Okay, let's try this again. He says, I heard that you were accepted into Boston College. They're an elite top 50 ranked college in the nation. You decided to go to some irrelevant local university. Did prestige and alumni network not cross your mind when deciding on a college to go to? Well, here's the deal. When I graduated from high school, I applied to many different colleges. And you're absolutely right. It was BC, Boston College. I was accepted. However, there were many factors involved here, and one of the biggest factors involved was money. The colleges that I was accepted to, I received partial scholarships to, meaning based on my academic performance and my extracurriculars and my history and career as a student and all of that, they all granted me partial scholarships. Partial. What I mean by that is some of them were paying like maybe 50% of tuition, something like that. But it still would have been, a significant amount of money from my parents and from me to make up the rest of the tuition. Okay? And in addition to that, there's a difference between, say, okay, going to college at one place that's right near where you already live or your parents already live in the state versus moving way out of state to do room and board somewhere else. You see what I mean? So here's really where it came down to. Money. Because to go to Boston College, not only was the tuition much higher than the local college that I ended up going to in Connecticut, but we would have had to pay for the room and board, right? Because when I went to this Fairfield University in Connecticut, which is where I ended up going, the factor there was, well, if you want, you can always move back. We don't have to pay for the room and board. Instead, you can move back and you can just commute to college if it doesn't work out living on campus or whatever. Okay? Incidentally, that's exactly what ended up happening. I lived on campus for 1 semester, and it was incredibly expensive, and I wasn't seeing any massive positive benefit. My friends didn't want to go to the college anymore and dropped out. I was the only one out of my group of friends who were going to that college who remained at that college. The rest of them dropped out and stopped going to college. Okay? So there was no reason for me to live on campus anymore. It was too expensive for me to afford. But even though I had a scholarship, I still had to take out student loans, and my parents paid for some of it too. It was like, college is so fucking expensive in the United States, it's ludicrous. It's ludicrous how fucking expensive it is. So I was paying off my student loans for years and years after I graduated from college. Can you imagine if I had like double that? You know, like that was really the factor. You're absolutely right. Boston College is a nice college. Listen, I went to Boston with my parents. I visited it. I really liked the town. I thought that Boston was a really nice place. I was like, man, I could probably really like it here. But when it really came down to it, the final decision was based on money. And I was like, the situation I'm seeing is the only way I could go to Boston College is to live on campus, you know, away from home, paying tons of extra money to do so, and racking up an exorbitant amount of debt and money, you know, at that time when I didn't even know if I was going to get a job. And the other thing was, the only way I could even afford it was also to work while I was in the university. Like, even though I was a full-time student, I also had a job. The entire time I went to college, I had a job. I needed to afford it, I had to pay these loans and everything, you know. I had to pay for so much. Like I said, it was just so expensive to go. So I was working the entire time. It was like, so now I'm going to live in Boston, but I'm also going to be working a job, you know, part or full time while going to school. So, you know what I mean? Like, how am I even going to benefit from living on campus if 9 times out of 10 I'm going to be going to work? You know? So what ended up happening was, after that first semester of living on campus, at the school in Connecticut, I stopped living on campus. I moved back in with my parents to save money, and I just worked a lot more. So I was a full-time student, plus I was working a job almost full-time, plus, you know, everything else in life. So it was pretty crazy. A very busy time of my life, those college years. So that was the real reason, was money. Listen, if everything was full free ride paid for, and I didn't have to work during college, and I wouldn't have to worry about paying it all back for years and years and years, I probably would have went to Boston College. I'm be honest with you, I wanted to go to Boston College. My parents kind of said, this doesn't make sense. You're going to end up ruining your life with debt this early on before you even know if you're going to have a job. So that's why I didn't go there. You know, my life could have been very different. Who knows where I would have ended up if I had gone to Boston College. I could be the president right now. Unlikely, but who knows? All right, let's continue. Mature Adult Cheered, he says, you should see your doctor and ask about Mucinex. It does wonders with post-nasal drip. Thank you. Alice Telemon Cheered, he says, there's a dilemma. Uh-oh. What's the dilemma? He says, what game would you more likely be playing if you had to choose, Street Fighter V or Bug Snacks? Dude, I keep telling you guys, this is not a joke. Bug Snacks. All right? Bug Snacks is the best game ever. I don't know. I'm just, you know, obviously I don't know, but Bug Snacks looks like it could be good, or it could be terrible. It obviously looks like a stupid game, but it's one of those games everyone's going to play because it's going to be like a launch title, so. All right, anyway. Only Iced Coffee gifted a sub to Infinite Sphere and Joseph, I Don't Know You. Congratulations to those guys, and thank you, Only Iced Coffee, for the support. Noah Taylor cheered. He says, have a good day, Phil. Thank you, Noah. Kate cheered 100 bits. Says, Happy Taco Monday. And shout out to Infinite55. He's a chill dude. Very nice. Only Iced Coffee gives it another sub to Beefsteak Tomato. Congratulations, Beefsteak Tomato. Again, thank you, Only Iced Coffee. Gamer John 2252 tipped me $1. So now he's talking about this again. He says, didn't you apologize for that tweet and you deleted it? You said this when you did it. Wait, you said this when you did it. What? Also, these people were likes of Co-Carnage and Strippin' and a few others that are very widely known positive streamers. Not sure why you're bringing this up again. First of all, I don't even know who those people are. Never heard of them. I don't pay attention to other streamers. I don't give a fuck who they are. All right? I don't give a fuck. If you're playing a game under a review embargo and you can't say negative things about it, you're not playing the game. It's a paid advertisement and you're a shill. Period. There's no debating that. There's no way you can actually fucking debate that. All right? So I don't know if that was the situation with those streamers or not because I don't know who they are. But I was under the impression, from what I saw on social media, that these guys were playing a game early. They were not allowed to criticize the game. They were only allowed to play it positively, basically. And because of that, basically it was paid advertisement for the game, and that's what I was criticizing. Now, I remember, at the time, the tweet that I put out didn't elaborate on that. It was a very basic tweet that pretty much abridged my argument against early release copies like that. And because of that, I apologized. I deleted the tweet, and I said, all right, the tweet was not worded well, and I apologize for that. When I came back from Seattle on stream, I fully elaborated my thoughts multiple times. And once I did, not a single person came after me. Not a single person. You know, all those people who were so angry and up in arms that I criticized them playing the game early because it was a paid shill practice. They didn't come after me once I elaborated my thoughts, mostly because the game sucked shit. And they knew it. They were playing a bad game, and they didn't want to be publicly admitting that we basically made tons of money off of a bad game because we played it a week early. You know? But that's the practice. That's how it works. All right? I was correct in my criticism. I just didn't phrase it properly in the initial tweet. And because of that, these assholes took it as an opportunity to try to jump down my throat and defend their early shill practice, you know, which is not defensible. It's reprehensible, in my opinion. And then when the actual argument was presented fully and intelligently instead of in an abridged tweet, no one had shit to say of me. You know? So, it is what it is. It was, you know, stupid. It was a very stupid thing. It was people looking at their money train being criticized and basically punching down at me at a tweet that obviously I wasn't going to be able to defend because I was in Seattle. So, fuck it. Fuck those idiots. That's why I don't give two shits about people like them. I never will. I am always the honest guy here for you guys. You're never going to see me doing underhanded shit like that to make a buck. Never. Okay. Mature Adult Cheers says, are you looking forward to playing as a training in Last of Us 2? I have no idea what that means. It's not even phrased properly, but thanks for the cheer. What? Oh, okay. Continuing on here, Sambuca did a 300-bit cheer. Hold on a second. Come on. My laptop, not again. Hold on. I clicked the wrong thing because my laptop screwed up. And I probably banned someone by accident. Ugh. God damn it. Okay, I'm refreshing right now. Sambuca 2020 did a 300-bit cheer. That's the biggest cheer of the day. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. And I gotta read because he a giant paragraph. I have to read this. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So basically, some people recently have been asking about a different way maybe to go about the vestry and asking, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? And I've actually talked with a few parties behind the scenes about maybe things we could do in the future. in regards to the vest streak and stuff like that. Right now, the vest streak continues, which is amazing. Thank you guys again for the support, keeping it going, keeping it alive. I'm super happy, obviously. It helps me out, and, you know, it's an amazing positive thing. I can't believe it's been going over 2 months and it's still going right now. And it looks like we're going to be doing, you know, Vestivus 2 or Vestival 2 or whatever you want to call it soon. Okay? But some people have been saying, why don't you do it this way or this way? Like, one of the suggestions I got is, instead of it being every day having to hit the goal every stream, why not have a running tally, like a points system? Or once you accumulate a certain amount of points, then there's a reward. All right? And then some people have said, why not do a vest counter? Like, the thing is, here's the thing. All right, I'm going to say in a nutshell here. The reason that people really are, why the vest streak works is because every single stream, there's a feeling of suspense, there's a feeling of excitement, and there's a feeling that we may or may not hit the goal. All right? In fact, we've had some really close calls this last week where we were down to like the last 10 minutes of the stream, and then all of a sudden we hit it. People like that. They like suspense. They like drama. They like that element of it. Okay? That's why I think it keeps going as long as it's gone. All right? Being very, very honest and matter of fact with all of you here. If we had a system where every dollar that's tipped counts towards a goal behind the scenes, and there's an ambiguous behind the scenes point system that's constantly accumulating, and nothing's really on the line, because if we don't hit the goal this stream, we can still accumulate it to it next stream, and maybe every month to month and a half we do a festival thank you celebration or whatever. That's very different than, oh, we just know every stream Phil has a goal, he has to hit it. If he doesn't, the vest streak ends. Period. It's all or nothing every stream. That is the appeal of the vest streak. You see what I mean? People want to see, will it be hit? People want to see how it's going to go down. When will it end? If it will ever end. Like, you know, people are excited for that every day. Versus, oh, we have this ambiguous behind the scenes vest point counting system where every dollar tipped counts towards it, and maybe there'll be a vest streak celebration this month. Maybe there won't be, but you see what I mean? They don't like that. People want excitement every stream. That's why it's worked. So I've dabbled in considering, you know, changing it up a little bit. And in reality, I think the only reason I would change it up is if the streak ends. You know, if and when the streak ends, because as I told you guys, the streak will eventually end. It cannot go on forever. It is going to end one day. It could be today. It could be this stream. The streak could end. All right? When it does end, well, then maybe we could look at other things, other ways to do it. All right? Because then obviously the hype and the suspense of keeping this original streak going is over, and now maybe we can look into other methods. But for now, there is no reason to change the way it's going when it's working and people are excited every stream to contribute and make it happen and keep the streak going and everything, and we're doing special celebratory events every once in a while for it, and it's going good. It's going good. There's no reason to change it now. See? Kate cheered and said, tell hey there, babe, I said hello. Hey there, babe. Kate said hello. Lucifer sold it a 260-bit cheer, and he says, Philanthropist Mania 2. Alrighty then. That's a unique name I haven't heard. Okay. Let's do some quick shout-outs. For those who cheered this morning, keep in mind today was the first day to cheer of the week. Thanks to those who cheered so far. Golden Colts is in 10th place. We have a 4-way tie for 6th between Save the Pig the Game, Eternal Napalm, Atlas Telemon, and Mature Dull. Thank you, guys. Kate is in 5th place. Only Iced Coffee's in 4th. Noah Taylor is in 3rd. Sambuca's in 2nd. And Lucifer Soul sitting very solidly there in 1st place with the cheering so far for this week. Keep in mind the week is very young. All right. And thank you very much to Only Iced Coffee, who gifted 5 subs so far today to become the sub-gifter, obviously the biggest sub-gifter of the week, the only one because the week just started, right? Very nice. Okay. So, guys, here's the deal. I finally answered all your questions. It's time for a brief break. When we come back from this break, it's Minecraft time. And I'm going to bring up the tweet from Papa Vera, and we're going to see what he wants to do. I know that he wanted to work on the grinder. Like I said, I'm really apprehensive about going to the mines today. I had no plans on doing that. I really don't think I want to. I think I wanted to have more relaxing, just building and chilling and interacting with you guys, since this is the final major chill stream of Minecraft before it goes on hiatus. I don't think I want to do anything too crazy risky. Alright, so let's take a break. I have to use the bathroom anyway, regardless. And when we come back, it will be Minecraft. Okay? Alright, guys, I'll play a little music for you, I guess, during this break. I'll be back. Thanks.